On the broadcast tonight, Shippensburg Old Main Fountain gets a holiday makeover.
And the Pattersons stack up the fun during finals week.
All that and more right now on SUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to the last broadcast of 2024. I'm Abby Hockenberry.
And I'm Emily Hall. Winter break is finally approaching, and there's some important dates for students to be aware of. Final exams are next week, and residence halls will be closed as of 4 p.m. on Friday the 13th. If you need an extension to stay later than that, reach out to your RA or RD for more information. Final grades are due December 17th at 3 p.m., so be sure to be prepared to check My SHIP. Any students taking winter classes, the winter term starts December 16th and runs for 5 weeks until January 17th. For any information about dining hall hours during finals week, check the dining website at ship.campusdish.com or their Instagram at Ship Dining Services. This Saturday, join MSA in celebrating Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a week-long celebration of African American and Pan-African culture. Located in the Cub NPR, this exciting event will begin at 3 p.m. The notable DJ Godfather will be playing music for the event. This event is free for anyone who would like to attend. You do not want to miss this upcoming celebration of Kwanzaa.
The Patterson family participated in their annual tree lighting Christmas. Old Main Fountain was transformed into a Christmas tree using garland and lights. The tree also dons a star on top to complete the holiday look. President Patterson was accompanied by his wife Colleen and their son, who is a Shippensburg student. President Patterson gave a speech on the history of the tree lighting tradition before the big countdown to light the tree. Students from all over campus came by to see the lighting, get some hot cocoa, play games, and of course, get their picture with President Patterson. The Shippensburg police are searching for the offenders in a vandalism that took place Sunday. The Shippensburg Memorial Park was vandalized using a baseball bat, leaving the men's bathroom in shambles. The bathroom also had various items stolen. Police asked that anyone with information contact them via their non-emergency number.
The highly anticipated event Pancakes with the Pattersons is returning on Monday, December 9th from 9 to 10 p.m. Take a break during finals week and stop by Reisner Dining Hall for free pancakes served by President Patterson and First Lady Colleen. Ship Dining Services is also showing their appreciation for customers this week with various bonus offers. Tomorrow, head to Reisner from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for a root beer float or check out the $2 loaded tots deal at Century Cafe, available all day long. When we come back, Ryland Walls gives the latest on a mascot thief that's just bananas.
We also provided the latest on Oxford Dictionary's crazy word of the year.
Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Are you failing a class or don't know what you're doing? You're in luck. Shippensburg Primary Academic Resource Center is free to all SHIP students. The Student Success Center, also known as the Learning Center, is located on the first floor of Mowry Hall. The center provides a variety of services, including course-based tutoring, writing tutoring, and learning specialists. To schedule an in-person or Zoom appointment, visit the Student Success Center collaborative website, ship.campus.eab.com. I'm Will Nicholson with SUTV.
Here at Multicultural Student Affairs, we value every student. No matter your race or ethnicity, you are guaranteed a home here. MSA offers many resources: a place to study, a place to meditate, a place to socialize, or a safe place to communicate issues or talk with a faculty member. Come down to Gilbert Hall today and join our family. Our roots run deep. Why not grow together? This is a public service announcement from MSA.
Are you having a hard time focusing on your work? Why not check out the Ezra Lehman Memorial Library? The library has many resources like the IT desk on the main floor. For computer assistants, see the experts. Need to print in black and white or color? Don't worry, the library offers both options on different floors. You can use the bottom floor for group work and the top floor for when you need silence. Don't forget to stop by Starbucks. Check out library.ship.edu for more information. This is a public service announcement from SUTV.
It's time to take a trip around the globe with Rylan Walls in this week's World News.
Lawmakers in South Korea have voted to block a martial law declaration by President Yoon Suk-yeol. This happened just hours after President Yoon declared martial law in an unannounced TV address Tuesday. He is obliged to comply with the vote to block his decree and agreed to lift his order. Yoon's decree banned all political and parliamentary activities as well as allowing arrests without a warrant. Yoon accused the country's main opposition party of anti-state activities and sympathizing with North Korea. Members of South Korea's parliament appeared to clash with authorities outside the National Assembly members' building on Tuesday. The chief of the South Korean president's own political party condemned the introduction of martial law. A beloved Australian children's television show mascot is being held hostage by the Russian mob. Star Kenneth Radley, better known as B1, told the story of how the costumes were stolen. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation took the suits to Moscow on a promotional trip. It was there that the suits were stolen with a ransom note requesting 100,000 Australian dollars. This amount translates to 65,000 US dollars. The team analyzed what the cost would be to make new ones, which resulted to be about 20,000 Australian dollars, which would be almost 13,000 US dollars. The deal was set up to pay the Russian mob by the $20,000, and the team would make new mascot outfits if they declined. The marketing chief, Graham Graspy, was set for the drop, but ended up changing his mind last minute. The fate of the mascots now remain uncertain. Let's check in with JD Durazio, who has the latest news on both Joe Biden and Donald Trump in this week's road to the election.
Welcome back to SUTV's Road to the Election. I'm JD Durazio. President-elect Trump has unveiled a new plan to increase tariffs on imported goods, aiming to protect American industries and jobs. This policy primarily targets nations with significant trade imbalances with the United States. The administration argues that these tariffs will level the playing field for American manufacturers, particularly in steel and aluminum production. However, critics warn the move could trigger a trade war, increasing prices for consumers and straining relationships with key trading partners. Tariffs can provide temporary relief for domestic industries, but in the long term, they risk retaliation and higher costs across the supply chain. The proposal is set to take effect upon the start of Trump's second term, pending further negotiations. Current President Joe Biden has also made headlines after he issued a controversial pardon for his son Hunter Biden amid ongoing legal battles involving gun and tax convictions. The move has sparked heated debates across the political spectrum. The White House defends the decision, though, emphasizing the president's belief in second chances and the notion that Hunter has faced significant personal challenges. Critics, however, argue this sets a dangerous precedent, blurring the line between family loyalty and public duty, especially after President Biden declared earlier this year they would not pardon Hunter, saying that, quote, "No one is above the law," end quote. As the nation reacts, both supporters and detractors are weighing in on what this means for the Biden presidency. As always, for SUTV News, I'm JD Durazio.
The CEO of United Healthcare was fatally shot in what police said appears to be a, quote, premeditated targeted attack, end quote, outside the New York Milton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan on Wednesday morning. According to police, Brian Thompson, the CEO, was on his way to speak at United Healthcare conference when the gunman approached the 50-year-old and shot multiple bullets in his back. The CEO's wife, Paulette Thompson, said in a statement that Thompson had been receiving threats. 3 9mm live rounds were found at the scene along with a cell phone. The shooter fled on foot and then on a rental bike. He was last seen in Central Park. As of this morning, no arrests had been made, police said. Crime Stoppers is offering a $10,000 reward for information. Gen Alpha gained mad aura points as the word brain rot has been named Word of the Year by Oxford Dictionary. The word describes the supposed decline of a person's mental state, especially due to consuming trivial or unchallenging online content. 37,000 people voted for the word to be named Word of the year after brain rot's usage frequency skyrocketed, excuse me, 230% from 2023 to 2024. The word sparked online discussion after such words as Skibbity Ohio Riz, Sus, Sigma, and Phantom Tax were classified as brain rot language. President Casper Grathwohl said in a statement, quote, "I find it fascinating that the term brain rot has been adopted by Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Those communities are largely responsible for the use and creation of the digital content the term refers to," end quote. Unfortunately for all the Charlie XCX fans of the world, the word brat did not win Word of the Year. This has been Rylan Walls with news from around the world. Now back to the Sigmas at the desk, Emily and Abby.
Thanks, Rylan. When we come back, Haley Galaskas will give us an update on this very crisp weather we are having lately.
And we sail on over to Austin Briner, who has the news on the Moana 2 movie.
A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
Scary that it can be put into anything, and we can't even see it or notice it.
There's been another deadly shooting at a local elementary school. According to authorities, the suspect acquired the gun from a family member's home before using it to take the lives of innocent children and teachers.
Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Well, Abby, you know what time of the year it is. I had to go buy gloves and a hat yesterday because of how cold it is.
Oh my gosh,
here.
it is so freezing. I'm
It
shivering
is.
walking into class. I'm so glad it's the final week of classes, so I don't have to walk in this cold weather anymore. I hope it clears up and it gets better. Let's see what Haley Galaskas has to say.
We throw it on over to Haley.
Thank you, Abby and Emily. Now I know everyone, including myself, is gearing up for finals. So let's take a look at how the weather is going to treat us during this next week. Tonight, this crazy wind is going to calm down some, but it's still bringing us gusts of up to 18 miles per hour with a low around 24 degrees. Tomorrow, we have a high of 33 degrees, but again, that wind is going to be whipping around at about 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 21 miles per hour. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we can see Saturday is still bringing in that chill factor with a high of 35 degrees. However, Sunday is going to try to warm up a bit with a high of 53 degrees. Monday is going to start us out for a rainy week next week with an 80% chance for precipitation. And we're going to see that rain carry through quite a bit of the next week, except for on Thursday, we may see that rain start to dry up a little bit, but we're just going to have to keep an eye on it. The rain doesn't exactly get us pepped for finals, but I encourage everyone to try their best, and don't forget your umbrella when you leave in the morning. Abby and Emily, hang on to those hats and gloves. You're going to need them. That's all the weather I have for you this week. Now we're going to head over to Austin Briner and see what is new this week in entertainment.
Pop music icon Elton John has lost his eyesight due to a severe infection. John admitted back in September that an infection had limited him only to one eye. This impaired his ability to see, read, and watch things, which made it hard for him to view his new musical, The Devil Wears Prada. John gave an update on his condition at a charity gala for the Elton John AIDS Foundation. He stated that the eye has begun to recover, but it will take time for him to clearly see again. The 77-year-old musician has retired from tours, but continues to compose. He will also have a new documentary, Elton John, Never Too Late, coming out this December. Bob Breyer, the former drummer for rock band My Chemical Romance, has died at the age of 44. The drummer was found dead in his home in Tennessee. The cause is still unknown. However, police say there is no suspicion of foul play. Breyer was the longest-standing drummer for My Chemical Romance, performing from 2004 to 2010, when their biggest hit album, The Black Parade, was released. Moana 2 has been released and has officially become the biggest Thanksgiving release ever. The movie has reached the top of the box office over Thanksgiving weekend, giving Disney another record opening for animated films. Moana 2 has grossed about $225 million within the first 5 days. With the current production of the live-action Moana movie, will it be able to beat the success of the animated Moana 2? Rapper Kendrick Lamar and singer SZA has announced their 2025 Grand National Tour. The tour is set to hit 19 stadiums across North America in the spring and summer, kicking off in April. Lamar's latest album, GNX, features SZA on 2 tracks, Luther and Gloria. To all the Kendrick Lamar and SZA fans, tickets will go on sale tomorrow. Spotify Wrapped has officially come out yesterday, and users are not happy. The yearly individualized music recap has left listeners underwhelmed with its lack of charm and certain features. Top genres were left out, as well as some features from last year. Soundtown, which paired listeners with different cities based on users' top genres and artists, and Audio Aura, which matched users' music to moods, has also been left out. Music listeners are voicing their dissatisfaction by commenting on Spotify's official Instagram, speculating this year's letdown of Spotify's recent layoffs or potential use of AI. This has been Austin Briner with your entertainment this week. Now back to Abby and Emily at the desk.
When we come back, Jack Weaver tells us what happened at the NCAA Championships for field hockey.
And cross country's 20th place at nationals.
Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
The men's basketball team came up just short against Bowie State on Sunday, 74-75. The Bulldogs started off hot, but with 10 minutes left in the first half, the Raiders turned the heat on. They went on a 26-13 run and torched the Bulldogs with a fast-paced transition game. The team shot 56% from the field in the first half. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs went on a 19-1 run midway through the second half and led by as much as 7 with 9 minutes to play. The Raiders tied the game twice within the last 70 seconds, but were never able to regain the lead. After missing a free throw with 4 seconds left, the Bulldogs grabbed the rebound and were able to kill the rest of the clock. Sophomore redshirt Marcus Frank led all scorers with 30 points, going 10 for 16 from the field. Junior Donovan Hill also put up his third double-double of the young season. The Raiders are now 0-2 at home this season, with both losses being a combined 3 points. They host Pitt Johnstown at 5 p.m. tomorrow evening at Higas Fieldhouse. The Ship women's basketball team played St. Mary's and Texas A&M Kingsville in the St. Mary's Thanksgiving Classic in San Antonio. Ship edged out a close game against St. Mary's last Friday night in a close game that featured 9 lead changes. Senior guard Tasia Colbert made a contested shot at the end of the game with just over 3 seconds left for the game-winning shot. She finished with 11 points and was one of 2 double-digit scorers, joined by sophomore Alexis Bowie. In their next game the following day, the Raiders got stumped by the Texas A&M Kingsville defense, only scoring 22 points through 3 quarters. The team only made 1 3-pointer the whole game. Sophomore Bella Kimienti was the lone Raider to finish with double-digit scoring, ending with 10 points. Kimienti also played all 40 minutes of the game. Freshman Riley Kraft had a career high in points with 9 and on efficient scoring from the field, shooting 4 for 5. The Raiders return to Higas Fieldhouse tomorrow afternoon when they host Pitt Johnstown at 3 p.m. The men's cross-country team raced in the NCAA National Championships last Saturday in Sacramento and finished in 20th. The course conditions were a little wet as Sacramento had 3 days of rain leading up to the race. On the muddy course, the Raiders finished ahead of both of the other teams from the Atlantic region, as Davis and Elkins finished in 27th and Charleston finished in 29th. Junior Garrett Quinnen was the team's fastest racer, finishing 51st overall, which was 15 places better than his spot last season. Senior Aiden Gonder and junior Ryan Wolf both showed improvements of more than 100 spots from last season. Graduate Ian Sherlock was the team's final scoring runner and having a placement improvement of 80 places compared to last season, a solid finish to his Shippensburg cross-country career. The team only showed improvements compared to last season and only hopes to grow from here on out to prepare for next year. We've been reporting on field hockey for the past few weeks, covering Shippensburg's PSAC conference win and then following them through the NCAA championships. Following the quarterfinal win against Limestone 3-2, the Raiders went on to play in the semifinals against Kutztown, where they lost 4-3, with a very close final quarter. Unfortunately, Ship was denied a goal to a foul, where they would have otherwise went to overtime. Kutztown went on to play the championship round against St. Anselm, the number 7 ranked team. The game went to overtime where St. Anselm managed to score, becoming the 2024 NCAA Division II Field Hockey Champions. Despite the loss, Auguste Garibaldi and Nia Gilchrist were selected for the NCAA All-Tournament team. We hope to see Shippensburg go into the championships again next year, where they can finally bring home the title. The college football playoff is almost here, and there's a lot to break down, including the new format and conference championships. With more is SUTV's Ben Willey.
The college football season has come and gone, and we are getting set for the first ever 12-team playoff in college football history. This weekend will be the final week before the 12-team pool will be announced this Sunday at noon. For those who are unfamiliar with how the new playoff system works, the new playoff system is now 12 teams, with 5 of them being automatic bids for the 5 highest conference winners. The other 7 teams will be based upon the highest ranked teams from the top of the rankings, similar to the old 4-team system. The first 4 seeds will receive a bye, and the other 8 will play first-round games, with the highest seed having a home field advantage for the first time in college football playoff history. Many of the 12 teams have basically already been decided based upon popular belief, with only a few spots remaining. There are a few key matchups this weekend to keep an eye on, including the Big Ten Championship, where Penn State lucked out into the championship game after a shocking Ohio State loss this past weekend to Michigan. The Nittany Lions will face the one-loss Oregon Ducks for a chance for an automatic playoff bid. Another game to keep an eye on is the Big 12 Championship between Iowa State and Arizona State. The winner of this game will clinch their bid as well, while the loser will most likely be headed home with no playoff berth. One final matchup to watch is the ACC Championship, where the SMU Mustangs face the Clemson Tigers with a chance for a similar situation, win or go home for both teams. The big topic of discussion this weekend will be between the 2 final teams potentially fighting for a 12th spot. Those 2 teams are Miami and Alabama, with many people giving the Hurricanes the early edge because of them only having 2 losses, despite Alabama having more marquee wins and playing in a tougher conference. No matter who gets the final spots, one thing is for sure: the new 12-team playoff is here, and the excitement of college football will begin in just a few weeks. For SUTV News, I'm Ben Willey.
That's all for sports this semester. I'm Jack Weaver. Now back to Emily and Abby at the desk.
What's got Ship talking? Find out when we come back.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Ho, 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 it's the holidays here at SHIP. To celebrate the season, Evan Bahusky asked SHIP students what they are asking for this holiday season.
For the last SHIP Talk of the semester, we're really engaging with that holiday spirit. We're asking SHIP students, what are they asking for this holiday season? Well, let's see what they have to say.
I would like a man for Christmas.
This year I would really like a new pair of Uggs for Christmas.
Saquon Barkley jersey. Go Birds.
Hi, I'm asking for a White Fox hoodie for Christmas.
And then I'm asking for money for new clothes and new AirPods.
This holiday season, I'm asking for a Rebel T7. It's a DSLR camera, just so I can make my own content.
For this holiday, I'd like a DVD player.
For this holiday, I asked my parents for a watch.
So for this holiday, I'm asking for a whole bunch of rolls of film to get developed. I really enjoy taking film, and I have probably about 13 rolls of film in my closet, so I want to get them developed so I can share the photos with my friends and family.
For this holiday season, I'm asking for Ugg Minis and Panda Dunks.
I'm asking for just more Nike sweatpants.
Wow, those were some festive answers. Now for me, all I want for Christmas is you. That was all for this semester's SHIP Talks. Have a great winter break.
Well, Emily, so Christmas is approaching. What are you going to ask Santa this year?
Well, Abby, what I really want for Christmas is quality time with my friends and family. Aww. But a camera would be nice too.
Yeah. See, with quality, like friends and family, I need to start Christmas shopping for mine. Last minute Christmas shopping is always what I end up doing, unfortunately. But if I had to ask for something, I'm probably going to ask for books or either shoes.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Thank you for spending your evening with us here at SUTV. I'm Abby Hockenberry.
And I'm Emily Hall. Thank you for watching the final broadcast of the semester. We'll be back next semester with new anchors, leadership, and of course, some new news. Until then, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SUTV News, and check out our website, sutvnews.org.
Thank you all very much, and have a good night.